Did you know that half of Americans have less than 1,000 in savings? But here's the real question. How do you go from barely saving to stacking 6 figures in just a few years? Over the past couple of years, I've doubled my net worth several times. And no, it wasn't because I got lucky in stocks, real estate, or crypto. And nope, it wasn't because of this YouTube channel either. Not yet. Instead, I followed a proven game plan that anyone can use to build serious wealth over time, no matter where you are starting from. But before we get into that, let's talk about something that seems impossible when you're starting out. Saving your first 100,000. Sounds crazy, right? But I did it. I saved my first 100,000 in cash in a couple of years. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do it step by step. But first, if you're new here, I'm David. I've spent over 20 years in finance, including a decade in Hong Kong, where I built a side hustle that made me over $1 million. Now I share everything I've learned about money, entrepreneurship and self-development so you can level up too. And here's the truth. Saving your first 10K, that's mostly about cutting expenses and being smart with your salary. But getting to 100K, that's a whole different game. You just don't need to save, you need to earn more. And if you are thinking about kickstarting your own side hustle, grab my free ebook, Side Hustle Launchpad, a step-by-step guide for working professional. This guide is packed with practical insights from my own journey, designed to help you navigate the world of side hustles with confidence. In today's unpredictable economy, having a side hustle can boost your income and create a financial safety net. So please don't wait, unlock your potential today. Click in the link in the description to download your free copy. And that's exactly what I will break down today. I'll show you how to increase your income, save smarter, and invest wisely. Plus, I'll give you a real-life side hustle ideas that actually work. But before we jump in, let's break this big goal into something realistic. To save 100K in 1 year, you need to save $274 a day, which, let's be honest, is pretty insane for most people. Stretch that to 2 years. It's about 137 per day. A lot more doable, but still it's tough. And if you take 5 years, you're looking at $55 by day, which is way more achievable. Noting that the average salary in the US is about $60,000 a year, divided by 365 days, it's about 160 by day. Basically, if you can save 1/3 of your average US salary, you can save 100K in 5 years. See what I mean? It's just numbers. And once you understand and accept your timeline, you can build a plan that actually works for you. The point is, you don't have to do it overnight. It's about setting realistic goals, breaking it down, and staying consistent. Now, I won't tell you it will be easy. We all have different starting points, different challenges, and different sacrifices you are willing to make. But what I will tell you is this. Once you hit that first 100K, everything will get easier. Why? Because of the magic of compounding. So stick with me, I will walk you through exactly how I saved my first 100K, the mindset shifts that made it possible, and the income strategies that helped me skyrocket my earnings. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's start with a quote from Charlie Munger, who is basically Warren Buffett's right-hand man. He once said, "The first 100K is a bitch, but you gotta do it. I don't care what you have to do, find a way to get your hand on 100,000. After that, you can ease off the gas a little bit." And he is 100% right. The first 100K is tough because you are starting from zero. But once you've got it, you've got momentum. Compounding takes over and your money starts working for you instead of the other way around. What I mean by compounding is that interest is added to the principal year after year. Let's take a simple example. If you invest 100K in a fund that mimics the S&P 500, which has an average yearly return of 7% over the last 20 years, you'll get another 100K, just in interest after 10 years. So basically, each year, the interest you earn gets added to your initial investment, and then you earn interest on the new larger amount the next year. This keeps growing your money more and more as time goes on. So now how do you get to those 100,000? Let me share some steps that can work for you as they worked for me. Step 1, increase your saving cap. First thing first, you can only save as much as you make. Simple, right? Your income is your savings cap. If you are making 3,000 a month, the max you can save is 3,000 a month. But that if you literally spend nothing. Let's be real, that's not possible. So if you want to save faster, you need to raise your savings cap. In other words, make more money. And here's how you can do that. Ask for a raise at work, switch jobs for a higher salary, start a side hustle. Early in my career, I realized that staying in the one company for too long wasn't getting me anywhere, but I was not ready to job hopping, at least not yet. I focused on increasing my salary within the same company and on investing on my own personal development. How I did that? I did 6 years of night and weekend courses to get my master's degree, so I could work more on the job market and expect a higher position with a higher salary. During my courses, I was still able to evolve and change jobs within my company, so I stayed within the same company, but I changed jobs several times. Then when I got my master's degree, I moved to a consulting firm with 50% pay raise. That made a huge difference in how I could save. Here an example. If you can't switch jobs or get a raise right now, no worries. Start a side hustle. Anything that brings an extra money is good. You could, for example, start flipping thrifted clothes on weekends, look for trendy items on second-hand stores, clean them up and sell them online. If you can make 300 or 400 a month, you can put all of that into your savings. The point is, find a way to bring extra cash, even if it's just a little bit at first. And so please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss my next videos. And grab my free book, Side Hustle Launchpad, a step-by-step guide for working professionals. Link in the description. Step 2. Add more income streams. Now let's talk about diversifying your income. Relying on just one paycheck is risky. It's also slow if you are trying to get 100k. That's why I started exploring other ways to make money. One of the best decisions I made was buying my first property. I didn't rent it, but I lived inside. So at least we didn't pay a rent that goes into someone else's pocket. We paid for something that will be ours at some point. When we sold our apartment a couple of years later, we did some extra cash that fed our saving and allowed us to buy a house in the countryside in France, cash and without any loan. And if buying a property feels a bit out of reach for now, try freelancing. A friend of mine taught herself video editing using YouTube tutorials, and she started taking on small projects for content creators, and now she earns extra 800 by month just from it. It took her a few years to get there, but she did it. The key is to find something that fits your skills and interests. Whether it's freelancing, teaching online, or selling products, there are so many ways to create additional income streams. On my side, I started my side hustle in the corporate digital learning space back in 2016, and I made my first 100k with this business by the end of 2017, in just 1 year. This was totally crazy and life-changing. But my point here is, if I did it, you can do it. I'm not exceptional. Step 3. Be persistent even when you fail. Let's be real. Side hustling isn't always a smooth sailing. I've tried so many different side gigs and honestly, most of them failed. I lost money, time, and sometimes my sanity. But every failure taught me something, and I used those lessons to improve the next time. The trick is to fail fast and fail forward. Don't dwell on what didn't work, learn from it, and move on. As I shared earlier in the video, one of my side hustles helped me to generate over 100k the first year of its launch. Sometimes you just need to be persistent, be there at the right time, the right place, and get your first good client. This can be life-changing. So don't give up on the first failure, keep going and add oil. For example, I once tried a small e-learning e-commerce store. I spent months setting it up only to make 0 sales. Instead of giving up, I pivoted. I took what I learned from marketing and applied it to a different project, designing and developing content for small to big companies. And that is the project that finally took off. And the income I made went straight into my savings. So if your first or second or third idea doesn't work out, don't sweat it. Keep going. 4. Get creative about living below your means. And here's the part that no one wants to hear. Saving money means spending less. But here's the thing. I don't believe in extreme deprivation. You don't have to live on ramen noodle to save, or at least not every day. Instead, you need to be smart and creative. Start by looking at your 3 biggest costs. Where you live, how you get around, and then what you eat and do for fun. Don't give up what makes you happy. As far as housing goes, it's definitely the hardest one to cut. But it will make the biggest impact in your budget because it's the biggest thing in your budget. But maybe over the courses of next year or 2, look into moving to a different location, moving closer to work, moving to a cheaper place, renting out a room on Airbnb. When I bought my first property, I moved in right away, avoided to pay rent, and when we sold it, we did an extra money. So it's quite useful. Another creative way to cut costs is to monetize the space you already have. You could, for example, list a spare bedroom on Airbnb and make an extra of few hundreds a month, which can be used to pay off some debt and build your savings. The goal isn't to deprive yourself, but to find ways to save without sacrificing too much. 5. Let your money work for you. Once you've saved a good chunk, it's time to put that money to work. This is where investing comes in. Why is 100k such a big milestone? Because once you hit it, you can take full advantage of compounding. Let's say you invest 100k, something that earns an 8% annual return. After 1 year, you'll have 108,000. Compare that to someone who only invests 1,000. They will only make 80. The difference gets bigger over time thanks to compounding. The earlier you start, the better. Even small amounts can grow significantly if you give them enough time. Some final thoughts. Saving your first 100,000 can be tough, but it's not impossible. Focus on earning more money, being smart with your spending, and investing what you save. And remember what Charlie Munger said, find a way to get your hands on your first 100k, do whatever it takes. So where are you in your financial journey? Are you working towards your first 100k? I'd love to hear what you are doing to reach that milestone. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you want more tips on saving and investing without feeling like you are giving up your life, check out my other videos, link in the description. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!